afternoon. It is the middle of a heat wave in July and I'm just pottering around the allotment today, doing some a lot of watering, feeding, picking. I picked some tomatoes today, I picked some flowers. I even got a little bucket of flowers here. Beautiful. So I'm going to pop them in my living room. I've acquired a new wheelbarrow. I've taken out the board beans because they were done. So I've taken out those. I've got a gap there that I need to fill and I'm not really sure what to plant there. So any suggestions would be helpful. Another gem squash seedling at home. I'm not sure, just whack that in just to put something in there. Potatoes have started to come up. They're not doing that well. I've got a bag. I managed to get a bag of them. They're new potatoes, so I can have them in salads or boiled potatoes, whatever. The cabbages are looking good. I don't know if I showed you the cabbages actually. So here they are, the cabbages. This plot actually does really well with cabbages and I really enjoy growing them. So I'm going to carry on. So here they are, the cabbages. This plot actually does really well with cabbages and I really enjoy growing them. So I'm going to carry on. Gem squash, butternut squash in this bed. We've got a cucumber climbing up that ladder. This is me pumpkins. Look at those. I've even got some growing here, look. One under there. One through there, you can see. I got a bit confused with some of the seedlings, I think, because this one is actually a courgette. Got a little courgette there. These sunflowers, these are giant sunflowers growing. And then behind them we've got some sweet corn. And then this is me bean bed. So I've done a mini teepee this year. With a different variety of runner bean this time. These are called Celebration. I don't know if they're going to be as vigorous as the others from last year. And I've got a dwarf bean variety down there, red one. Another cucumber this side of the ladder. That one's the healthiest cucumber I've got at the moment. And then I've dotted a few courgettes around the plot as well, so there's a courgette there. And then just a few wildflowers to attract the pollinators. Scarecrows are holding up well. And look, our scarecrows were featured in the July newsletter. This is the dahlia bed. As you can see, the Gypsophilia has gone absolutely crazy this year. There is a dahlia, a little one under there, but it's not flowering yet. These ones are from last year, the dahlias. Doesn't look like any of the ones I grew this year have come up yet. Gladioli have started to come out, which are beautiful. And this is my David Boston rose, doing beautifully. And it's got the backdrop of the baby's breath there. I think that looks gorgeous. And then the petunias. Only partly 2 plants in there. Gone crazy. Cosmos. And then in the front bed, got loads of cornflowers. We've got my Uncle Jess's sunflowers there. Some more gladioli. Some more tiny little sunflowers there, actually the dwarf varieties. They're like teddy bear ones. Oh look, we've got a little cabbage white butterfly there. You can see that? And this is the plot from the outside as you walk past. Strawbs are all finished now. They're June variety. Here's my tomatoes, the wild tomatoes, going absolutely crazy. So many. Little harvest. Morning everyone. I've been on holiday to the southwest of England in Cornwall. This is the first visit to the allotment in 9 days So I'm hoping we've still got some things alive because no one's been watering it. It's just been fending for itself. It looks okay at the minute, but on closer look it might be all dead. We will see. My tomato harvest is starting to come now. All different colours. So what I'm doing is I'm collecting all the crispy seed pods from the sweet peas and collecting the seeds ready for next year. Because it's been a heat wave, it's really dried out the pods. They're really crispy. So that means that the seeds will be dry and they won't go mouldy. So I'm just using an old seed packet that I had in my bag to pop them in for now, and then I'm going to try and grow them next year. See, these ones are green, so I can't use those ones. They're black and they just really pop open easily. See them ones? Perfect. Just start to fall out there. See? So each one of those will make a new plant. Right, let's get these plants fed and watered now. I've just watered everything, fed everything, give everything a nice big feed and a couple of watering cans full of water. So things should be a bit happier now for a few days. I'll get back down here in the week to water it again. I've harvested loads of gem squash this week, which I've never tried before. I was actually given the seeds, so we'll see what they taste like. And a few cucumbers and lots of tomatoes and a couple of purple French beans. So I'm pretty pleased with my harvest. And then next week hopefully I'll get some more tomatoes and some cabbages. Thank you for watching, guys. That's all for now for the July vlog, and I'll catch you on the next one.